This year, the RHS Chelsea Flower Show is celebrating its centenary, so you can be sure that the event will be even more spectacular than usual, with some of the nation's top gardeners designing outdoor spaces that offer a nostalgic look back over the past 100 years. This year, Adam Frost has created the Homebase Garden, entitled Sowing the Seeds of Change, in association with the Alzheimer Society, with the overall aim of encouraging people to be more engaged with the great outdoors.
My garden's inspired for a family, so it's a family space. Family garden doesn't have to be somewhere where kids can kick footballs about, you know. It could be somewhere that's more of a social space, that actually we do things together. Maybe we actually put our mobile phones down for a little while and we actually reconnect with nature. You know, none of us would be here without plants, and for the young people to understand that and reconnect is important. The Sowing the Seeds of Change ultimately is that we're bringing an idea of gardening to Chelsea. You know, this is a way of gardening ultimately. It's about interplanting, it's about maybe bringing a little bit of foraging in, but it's about using your garden in a slightly different way. You know, in this garden I've used ferns that you can eat, hostas you can eat, you know, we can eat our hedge. So we've got that foraging idea, but the shrub structure through the garden, they're all edible plants, you know, so I've got things like quinces, medlars, raspberries, blackcurrants, gooseberries, and they create the structure. They sit underneath a canopy of apple trees, so you more or less feel like you're sat in an orchard.
Alzheimer Society are our group charity partnership. We started that partnership at the beginning of March, and we're aiming to work with the Alzheimer Society to raise awareness about dementia and also raise funds for them as well. So it's a combination of fundraising by our colleagues across all the store sites, but also helping raise awareness. And this week is Dementia Awareness Week in England, and for the whole month across the UK. So it's a great time to be raising awareness through this garden and through the work that we're doing with them. It's really important to us to make sure that all elements of the garden are reused in some way, and the garden has a life at the end of Chelsea. So the key pieces like the furniture, the beehive, they all get moved to Barnsdale, which is Jeff Hamilton's garden, and they get placed there on a permanent basis. All the plants get sold off on Saturday, all proceeds go to the Alzheimer Society, and then the trees actually go back to the grower and they will get reused again, potentially as another show garden in the future.
I think this particular garden is just so evocative. It's what Adam Frost has done, which I think is lovely, is make it a family garden. But in terms of myself and the Alzheimer Society, what I love about it is the little corners, and it's got a whole wildlife feel to it. It's so important that flowers, perfumes, scents, touch, feel, these are all vital to people who are suffering with dementia because they bring back very vivid memories.
As always, people have flocked to this year's RHS Chelsea Flower Show, keen to see what special displays have been planned for the 100th anniversary of this iconic event. And with his garden, Adam Frost hopes that he inspires both adults and children alike.
I think ultimately if one person decides to plonk a rhubarb in the middle of a border, then we'll have done what we came to do.